Hello, good evening. Hello, everybody. Moments of True Joy, Psycho-Creative Meeting, weekly meeting in English. This is the only weekly meeting that we do in English. And we have many other meetings in Hebrew. I cannot even count. Hopefully, we'll have more, but it's not correct because you also have a meeting with Beth. Wednesdays, once every 2 weeks, right?
We decided to switch it an hour earlier and every week.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So we can announce that we operate 2 days a week. That's fantastic. Great. How it works?
Our meeting?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's 7:30 Israel time. We read every time a chapter from Reducing Self-Criticism, Excessive Self-Criticism, and then we discuss the questions, and it's really nice.
Great. So Wednesday, 7:30 p.m.
Yes.
Israel time, you have a practice meeting. So let's say it's like in university. With me, it's the lesson, it's the lecture. And with Beth, it's the practice. Fantastic. All right. No, we'll give him a degree finally. In 1 or 2 years, they will get a degree from us. All right. Hello, Agnieszka.
Hello.
You have such beautiful names. You know, Viola is Stepotska and Agnieszka
Bronars.
Nice. Okay. I think Irek joined us, but still.
Yes, I join you. I join you because I am in Eretz Israel. Could you understand this?
Oh,
Yes, I am not so far away from you, so be
so
careful.
if Muhammad doesn't come to the mountain come to Muhammad. So you have something with Israel, you people. Okay. So let's start. Last week, we met for the first time the first chapter from the Art of Compassion book. Next week, this book will be ready for those who would like to buy it, to have it in the printed book in English, will be ready next week, both locally for Israeli people and also internationally. And before we start discussing chapter 8, I remind you that each chapter has the reading section and the practice, the questions that allow you to see how you feel with the information and also to assimilate it better. This is the value of the questions, the practice. It is important to do the questions and to answer them any way you like. Doesn't matter actually what you write in answer, as long as you just answer. Okay? It's the pair of stimulus and reaction. The question is the stimulus, and you react, and then kind of energy is flowing within you around this information. So I think it is a very, very important topic for humanity, compassion, and it is something that we know little about, actually. And the purpose of this book is to help us know a little better about compassion, how it really works, about its function, how we can practice it, how we can improve it, how we can implement it in our life. And the book reminds you many times that it is challenging, it's not easy, and it will always be a challenge. You never get to be a master in compassion. You just get better. You may say it is a divine quality. It's like being a god. So we can get closer, but this is our job, just to get closer, always to get a little closer. to find sparks of the God inside us, is to be compassionate. So, before we move on, I would like to invite you, if you have something to say about it or something else you would like to say. I enjoyed seeing your paintings. Monica and Beth, who else shared? Let's see. Wait a second. Oh, so Beth showed us, and Monica 2 times. That's great. And Regina, who is not here right now. So, anyone wants to say something or to ask something, either about what we discussed last week or about other topics that we have discussed here, like self-love, self-criticism, reduction, or you would like to share things. I also saw some reports about moments of true joy people started to have, and that's great. So, Monica, from your car.
Yeah. Thanks. I wanted to ask about the intuitive painting,
Yes.
because I find the time pressure not very good for me. That I'm too stressed when I have this 6 minutes.
You take
And-
the instructions too seriously, don't you?
Actually, I if I maybe I will tell the whole story.
Okay.
In the beginning, I did it. I took the 6 minutes, and then I started to do it with my children, for example, and always with somebody. And then I thought, I don't enjoy it that much with people. I would try to do it on my own. And then when I was on my own, I started to draw. But the time was stressing me, that I couldn't fill whole paper with the colors. And then I thought, okay, I want to do it with no time pressure, you know. That was last week. And
Wait, I have a question. I have a question before you continue. Did you put music when you made?
yeah, I
Okay.
did. Yeah.
All right. So it
Yeah,
was
I did.
it was not enough time for you, right?
Yeah, and then I decided, okay, now I want to draw just with no time pressure.
Okay.
And I draw those leaves, you know, and but I struggled with the inner critic. However, I'm happy I met it, because it was very nasty. But then it was like, you can't draw, you are, you know, leave it. But then I thought, no, I need to finish this drawing, and I finished it, and I was happy that I finished it. But then I learned that when you want to the drawing to be nice, it's not really intuitive painting. So I wanted to ask you, what kind of approach should I have to this?
Well, you see, Irek is smiling. Well, many things. First of all, the time limit is there to help you to overcome your inner critic, because it creates a framework. It gives the inner critic a job. Okay? So the inner critic is busy about the time. When you decided to do it without boundaries, you let your inner critic celebrate. You lose it, you make it free. Now it has no boundaries. Then you suffered it. Now, my recommendation for you, Monica, because you are such a great student, there is a book, Intuitive Painting, also in English, not printed. You will have it a PDF or something, but actually the first 5 chapters are in the website. So my recommendation is to follow the instruction of the steps in the website, also with different colors. I would like you to go to the store and buy soft pastels. So-
You mean not oil pastels? The soft, is it
Yes.
something else?
Yes, but soft tops pastels are not meant to do it once in a while, because if you would like to do a journey, this is how you start. Like you do the other journeys, you have Journey for Intuitive Painting, and the first 12 lessons are with soft pastels, different experience, easier to draw with, more emotional, and you have more instructions, more explanations inside the book. Okay? Another thing for all of you, if you practice intuitive painting, and then you have this inner critic disturbing you, approach it as if you feel a kind of inner violence. Something is attacking you from within. We can deal with it if we become a little violent ourselves in the painting itself. So you can take black and you can smear it on the paper and actually behave the same way as you feel from the inner critic. So instead of suffering, you project it to the paper. And you don't care what happens to the painting. You just take your emotional energy into the paper. And then a miracle will happen. You'll be free, you'll be happy, and your inner critic will have nothing to say, because I don't care about you now. I destroy my painting. I don't care. I take all the anger outside right now. But if you withhold the anger, your self-critic is controlling you. Now, the paper is not a person, so the paper will not be offended if you become aggressive. It's okay. You know that in a month, we will have here a weekend, a special weekend. Tal and Beth will participate. I will guide 2 days intensive of intuitive painting. They will work hard. I will do my best to make sure that all emotions that they feel will come immediately to the paper. It can be positive emotion, it can be negative. All emotions are accepted in the intuitive painting and should be accepted. As Monica said, we're not trying to do something good. Actually, we're not concerned about the result. We're concerned about emotional health. And for our emotions to get better, we need them to be free to express themselves with colors, whatever they want to express. Sadness, anger, happiness, passion, anger, jealousy, whatever. It's all legitimate in the paper. Okay, Monica, so next time you have this inner critic, you can tell your inner critic, I hear you and this is my response now. I can be more aggressive than you. Okay? Try it.
Okay, thank you, thanks. I will try it, yeah. So, and what about the time? Is it?
Now, the time, I do recommend, well, if you work with the book, it will be easier because the book will give you more flexibility. It will tell you, you're going to make, let's say, 2 paintings or three paintings in 20, 30 minutes, so you can adjust. But it's your job to practice working fast. Because when you work faster, you lose control. When you lose control, you have less critic. So it's okay to have a boundary. And if you find it too hard, it means that you need to work faster. And to be less concerned about the aesthetics. Actually, we can cover a paper in 1 minute, you know? You work fast, in 1 minute you can cover a paper. But you're not used to do it. So You may change the time frame and say, okay, not 8 minutes, 11 minutes. Then that will be it. But the more you practice, the more you allow yourself to work fast and aggressive, you will see that in 3 minutes you can do it also. I know it is harder to do it in a remote way, because if you were here with me or with Beth, all of our students make it in time, all of them, or almost all of them. It becomes easy when you do it in a group, because there is an inspiration and the instructor is helping you, and then you do it fast. So practice working faster, just as an experience. Okay? But most important, work with the book.
Okay.
All of you can work with the book. The 5, I will make sure that you get more chapters. The first 5 chapters are in the Moments of True Joy website. Let me show you. Moments of True Joy. You see? You see, this is the website. You see it? Yes? You see? Can someone tell me that you see? You see. So here you have 3 journeys. And one of them is Intuitive Painting Journey. You see? So let's see if it still exists here. Oh, no, you have 12. You have 12 chapters here. You see? Let's get into the first one. IP1, Intuitive Painting 1. You see, first you have text. What is intuitive painting? Here I'm talking to you and I'm telling you what to prepare. You see? And then your first assignment, and it tells you that you have 8 to 10 minutes for each painting, but it is with soft pastels, they work much faster. Okay? But with specific instructions. That's it. Now, don't get stressed if you do it in longer time. No one is there to judge you. So if instead of 8 to 10 minutes, you made 12 minutes, it's okay. It's okay. No problem. It's not a failure. It's okay. You can get better in time, but it's perfectly okay. So don't worry about this, Monica. You have the time, but you can negotiate with the time. So it's not dictatorship. It's a kind of framework recommendation to help you put the inner critic in some boundaries, but if you from time to time pass the time limit, it's okay, nothing happened. Okay? What was this name?
Okay, thank you.
What was her name in English in this story, that in midnight she had to go out of the party before she changes?
Cinderella.
Cinderella. So this is not the case of Cinderella. You can stay after midnight, it's okay. As long as you cover the paper and you do the best you can to make it faster. But I remind you, I guess that for you, expressing your anger freely, it's challenging for most people. So working fast is actually working with your anger. The paper is not insulted. You can work aggressively with the paper and it's okay, until you learn to do it even faster than I ask you to do. Okay? Good. And thank you for your work, Monica. You're an inspiration for others. You do a lot of psycho-creative work. It's great. Okay. So, I see that Viola is raising your hand. Viola.
Actually, I'm looking for the soft pastels all the time, and this is a.
Where are you
this is
looking? Where are you
on
looking?
internet, online, right now. Beth, is it something what we use at your workshop?
Yes.
Yeah?
I think
At your home, Beth. Yeah? Okay, so now I know.
so. It's like chalks.
Yeah, it's like the chalk. Okay, so
But
now I
no,
know.
it's not chalk. You know that, remember
Yeah, I know.
the famous painting Degas, who painted the dancers? I think
No.
it was Degas, it was with soft pastels.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But we don't do such work over there.
Okay. What I wanted to say before, it was about this compassion, actually.
Yeah.
The book you sent us, and whatever I could read, because I'm super busy now, but it is amazing for me what you wrote, because this is so close to the biblical values, which you never mention. And it's so amazing. And
Give me an
especially
example. Give me an example. You have an
to
example?
have compassion, to have compassion, for instance, to yourself in your failures. This is, it's the Bible doesn't teach you that, and but altogether, what is written there, if you really read what is written there, if you don't listen to the people who interpret the Bible, I'm speaking only about Christianity. Okay?
Oh, now I understand you.
Yeah.
I know.
So altogether, I don't want to say bad things about Christian teachers, but I think sometimes they taught us things upside down.
Yeah, well,
Just
I heard some
so
good things about Jesus.
so I think sometimes you write like Jesus. This is what was my
Here's
impression.
the thing. I bring you, Agnieszka liked your joke. I bring
This is not
you
a joke.
a universal information, okay? No one, it's not no one's possession, information about love, about compassion. Now, I heard about from a source that I trust, spiritual source, about Jesus, exactly what you said, that people did not understand Jesus. And I guess people still don't understand his messages. His messages were about love, about compassion, about self-empowerment. He didn't want so many people to follow him. He wanted people to have self-confidence about themselves. What do we teach here? Self-love. Reduce your self-criticism. Practice your compassion. But we say that compassion is actually a tool for you. It releases you from negative emotions you have towards people inside you. So it's actually a way to become a free person from hostility, from hatred, from dividedness, jealousy, old bad feelings about people you had negative experience in the past. In Israel, you have many conflicts, Jewish, Arabs, blah, blah, blah. And we need it a lot here, but in many places in the world, people, let's say you can marry only people of your community or people of some color. Others, you cannot relate to them because they are not from your group. And you can see it in many places. And when it happens, it means that we forget that we are all alike, all human. We are all made from the same source, and we all have the same problems, the same pain. And if you want to talk about love, you cannot love only part of humanity. This is not love. You cannot say, I love only these people because I belong to this tribe, and I don't love these people because I don't belong to this tribe. This is not love. This is something else. Okay? And thank you for this. But if you have, when you have some kind of quotes from the New Testimony that is related, bring it to the group. Yeah? And I do say over there that compassion is something that many religious movements are talking about as an important thing. I believe that all places and situations when people fight each other and kill each other and harm each other, it's because they don't have connection to their compassion. Because when you have compassion, you actually connected to someone else's pain. So it is very hard for you to hurt them, because when you hurt them, you hurt yourself. But if you block your compassion and you become cold to do your emotions, then you're like a machine and you can hurt other people and feel nothing. Later, you will pay the price. If you are a sensitive person, later it will come back to you, the pain. The best thing is to avoid it, to practice compassion. It's important for me to say that this book is a part of a large series of psycho-creative books, so it doesn't stand alone. We have books about self-love, about creativity. I'm saying it because these things are connected. Self-love and compassion is related. I'm saying that being compassionate is act of self-love. It's like I care to myself when I practice compassion, when I release myself from negative emotions towards someone, I actually treat myself better. Okay, thank you. All right, who else wants to ask a question, or maybe you disagree with something? It's okay to express it. Or if you have an insight or something you would like to share, Monica, please.
Okay.
You changed your location.
Okay. Yeah, I'm at home now, and I have a question. I have a question about the compassion.
Go ahead.
Because when we had a meeting last week, I started to think about it, and something happened during this week. And when I was answering the questions for the 8th chapter, I just thought I need to ask about it, because you see, I think that when I am in contact with someone who is experiencing difficult emotions, I can experience these emotions very intensively.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes even that hard that it's hard to bear.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with people who are close to me. But
Mm-hmm.
not only that, sometimes I can hear a story of complete strangers, and that might happen again. So, and last time you were saying that compassion doesn't hurt you. It makes you a more happier and more fulfilled person. And so yesterday and today I had two different situations, and like I met a person who had a strong, like, I could feel that the person has negative emotions like sadness, and I couldn't help with it, and I felt so like touched with this that I, for a couple of hours, I felt badly, really, and I thought, what could be the cause of this, and how to change it? Because
Okay. Well,
I think it might be something which needs healing, maybe.
all right. Thank you for your question. Now, let me remind you, I mentioned it in the book many times. compassion is a very important quality, and at the same time, it is a very challenging quality to acquire. What you just expressed is your difficulty to activate your compassion with that person. You don't have the skill yet. This is why all the negativity actually controlled you for a few hours. This is why I wrote this book, because this is a great challenge, and it is not easy. It is not easy, actually, to be compassionate. And it is very important to begin with this understanding that it is not easy. And because we are flooded with the pain, with the negative emotions, one of the things that I'm saying there a few times, it's a very paradoxical thing that sometimes you need to update the distance in order to get closer. So if you are flooded with negative emotions, it is meaning that you were too close. You didn't set the right boundaries. If you want to be compassionate towards someone's pain, you need to be in the right distance, emotional distance, and sometimes physical distance, so you can take a look and not to identify too much as if it is your emotions. And one of the important things to do, to learn in compassionate, is how to make the right distance. So if we have an interaction that it is negative for us, for example, being with someone who is in pain or with someone who is hostile, and sometimes it's family, sometimes it's friends, first thing to do is to make the right distance from the drama. Otherwise, you cannot activate compassion. You are too involved. All right? So maybe in the first moments, you can do nothing. You are inside the drama. But the more you learn about compassion, you will remember that it is, first of all, time for you to take a step back, to say, no, I'm too close now. I'm too mixed with the drama. Then you can then feel that you need to help or to rescue. And at the same time, you feel helpless because you cannot help and you cannot rescue. And then you are more in pain. And most of the times we cannot rescue people because it's their journey. But we can learn how to respect their journey and how to give them support and love. But first of all, we need to take care of ourselves and put ourselves in the right distance from the drama, so it will not take us. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You put the boundary. It is a condition for compassion. Because if you get too close, you identify, and it becomes actually your problem.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the reason why we try to help people, to rescue them, because it becomes our own problem because we are too close.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually don't see them anymore. They represent our own problem. So we need to get a little distant, relax, and see them from afar, and then to start practicing compassion as if we are hugging them, as if we are telling them, you are okay. I accept you as who you are. But as long as you don't put the right distance, you cannot do it. And you suffer.
Mm-hmm.
People fight many times because of this reason. They don't realize that from time to time, they need to stop the conversation, stop the interaction, stop arguing, stop fighting, go back to the right distance, reflect to themselves, put things in proportion, and then send love in your mind to that person, not trying to show that you are right and he is wrong. But because you see that there is a major conflict, let's go to other rooms for now, take some time, soften our emotions, and think about it from a little better distance. Okay? And this is also a challenge because the drama is actually tempting us to stay close and to be too involved. But we cannot help someone like this because we are depleted from our resources. We become one with their problem. And the paradox thing is we may try to help them, it doesn't work, then we get angry on them because they don't cooperate. We want to save them, but they insist on staying with their problems. So we get angry, and then we fight with them, and they fight back. Humanity. Okay? So we do have the potential of having positive feelings towards other people, but from time to time, we need some masculine energy that say, you're too close. Separate now. Look from a better place. And when you regenerate the ability to love, let's talk again. Okay? And this is a challenge. As I said, it's not easy. Okay, Viola.
Just a quick question. I had this experience and somebody needed really compassion. And because of my own frustration, not really connected with that person, but instead of giving compassion, being for the person, I just started to give advice, like, oh my goodness.
So, because
Is this possible that if I'm super frustrated about, and actually I was facing some challenges and it was connected with a fear in my life. So is it possible, because I am struggling with myself, then I do this stupid thing that I give advice instead of, is it automatic? Or what?
it's a habit.
Do you understand the
Yes,
question?
of course, it is.
Yeah, okay.
Most people act this way, and it's a habit. And again, what you try to do is to get yourself out, not to get them out. Your advice was for you. It wasn't.
Yeah, this is what you said last time, yeah?
Yeah, and I'm saying it again.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, many people make this mistake when they rush to give advice.
Yeah, because they cannot cope with themselves, with their own
Yeah.
troubles.
Yes, because they cannot cope with the problem that is projected to them. So if you say, I'm in pain, I'm suffering, and you're telling me this, oh, what am I supposed to do with this now? Maybe then I start feeling bad with myself. I'm not comfortable, so I'm trying to help you as quickly as possible, so you will stop. You will stop making this stimulus for me because it's not pleasant for me to hear you. So I'm giving you advices. Maybe go to the sea, maybe you call your mother, maybe play the guitar, I don't know.
Yeah, even gave super serious advice.
When I was in your position, this is what I did. Maybe you should go to the doctor. I don't know. Never mind.
So how to catch it? Because when I gave all this 10 minutes super, 1,000 shekels advice, only after 1 hour, I realized, oh my goodness, what am I saying? So is there a possibility I can catch it in a moment when I'm doing this?
Come to our meetings. You become aware of this, practice self-love. And next time, remind yourself that your job is to do nothing.
Yeah.
And this
usually
is
I remember, but when I am in stress, I just, it goes like,
so
automatic.
If you're not sure whether to give advice or not, do not give advice. If you're not totally sure that this is the right thing to do, don't do it. Better if you do nothing. I mean,
usually when somebody asks, I give advice, but when I'm in a stress myself, I don't know, what am I doing? Oh my goodness, then I feel so bad.
So
even though the advice wasn't so bad, but altogether it's crossing the boundaries of somebody.
So So because you were sucked into a drama, you are inside a drama.
Yeah.
Your job out of self-love is to take care of yourself and
Yeah.
to count the time, because it will take 10 to 10 minutes for you to relax if you do nothing. If you do nothing, sooner you will feel better. If you rush to response, it will take longer to get better. So first of all, our job is to, you want some, maybe you just be there for someone, but you say nothing, or you just say, I understand you, I hear you.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
but that's
I
it.
normally I do it, but if I struggle with myself about something completely different, then all my energy, instead of, fixing my own problems or challenges or whatever, I am just putting all the energy to fix somebody's life, which is awful.
Now, what we need.
Sometimes it's not a stupid thing because people know me, so they know I'm kind of wise and loving person, So they even listen to me. It's not that they, oh my goodness, I gave this horrible advice and I don't know what to do with this.
Viola, I hear you. I understand you.
Okay.
Now, there is one thing that we should add to this conversation. It is self-compassion.
Okay.
Self-compassion is also needed when we make mistakes. Let's say that we did do something that we regret. So let's say we gave advice.
This is me now.
Now you need to practice self-compassion.
Okay.
To understand yourself, to say, it's okay to make this mistake. I'm just human. I'm doing my best. I had a good intention.
I did have a good intention.
Okay. We need self-compassion when we make mistakes. So the inner critic will not be too harsh. And will not say with this obsession, why did I do it? Why did I do it? Okay, I made mistakes. I understand. All right.
Yeah, and I made a criminal movie about it, It wasn't, I even went farther. Oh, what did I do? And this was horrible.
So, you need to take the distance from your own drama. You can stop yourself. You can say, Viola, stop. It's okay. I hear you. It's just a mistake. You need to create this voice of inner compassion.
Yeah.
That will come there and cope with the negative voices. I just made a mistake. I may learn from something from this, but it's not that terrible. It's not that terrible. It's human to make mistakes. It's okay. We need to initiate this voice. In order to be able to be compassionate, we need to be also compassionate towards ourselves, towards times that we hurt ourselves. So if we just say, I wasn't okay, I did bad, it doesn't help us. Okay?
No, it doesn't help me at all.
So you may find this also with Jesus, the things that Jesus said. Okay? Do not punish yourself.
He didn't say so, I think, but anyway.
So I'm saying this to you.
Okay. Thank you. He said, love yourself.
Yeah, you can say it in Jesus' words, in Jesus' language, you shall never punish yourself.
Thank you.
All right, good. All right, so again, compassion is an ability to see someone else, let's say from divine eyes, from higher mind's eyes, to see the little child within them, to see their pain, to see their real story, to see their conflicts, to see why they behave as they behave. Now, it's not easy to come into this state of mind, but this is the goal, and we can practice it. And the more we practice it, we get better, or at least from time to time, we may be able to do so. And it feels great, because when you have this feeling, you don't have involvement now, you don't have negative involvement. You say, it's okay, they are there, I am here, we all have our journeys and stories, it's okay. This is what compassion gives us. It's a liberation. But I told Monica, and I tell everybody, and I'm telling you, you will find it many times in the book. It's not easy. It is something, it's a challenge, but it is worth the effort because it gives you a lot. It's a self-healing effort. Okay? All right, I just a quick look at the chapter because we only have about 10 minutes. Actually, I prefer our discussions over reading the book, but if we can take a look. No, oh, it's okay. We can do it here also. Chapter 8. This is 7. This is 8. Okay, and I will make it bigger, larger, as you can see. Here. Okay. Every response that is not rooted in compassion is a form of dividedness. So it's like saying, if you're not expressing yourself with love, you're expressing yourself with fear. It's like something with dual. If you don't use the positive version, you actually find yourself using the negative version. Okay? It's the healthy nature principle. If you activate the healthy nature, you have the healthy nature. But if you don't activate it, you have the non-healthy nature. Our problem as human is that we are too divided. And compassion is a way to get back together. And the topic of this chapter is saying that whenever you are not compassionate, you're actually dividing. And you don't pay attention to it. Whenever you're not compassionate, you're judging people. And you don't pay attention to it. And the purpose of this chapter is just to show you this. It's not to say that we are wrong. It's to say that we are human and we make this common mistake. But the more we are aware, sometimes we can stop and say, oh, wait, yes, I am judgmental to this person. I didn't notice this. Sometimes when we try to help someone, it's because we're judging them. Inside that we say, they're not okay. They're not okay. It's judgment. And we divide themselves, say, he's bad, I'm good, or he's weak, I'm strong. He's suffering, I'm happy. Okay, this is judgment. And when you're compassionate, you say, he is in pain, right? But he's not in worse condition. It's just in a condition. I could be in the same condition, and I can still love this person. So it's saying that whenever you're not compassionate, this is where you are. You're dividing. Okay? So let's take an example from the book. Who would like to be our reader today? Do I have, oh yeah, Beth is a good volunteer because she's a native English speaker, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh,
Should I?
so I would love to hear my book read by native English speaker. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you can start from here.
When I approach another person with compassion, I relate to them in a very particular way, one that also includes my relationship to their pain. Another person's suffering deepens the expression of compassion. It intensifies both the opportunity to practice compassion and the invitation to embody it.
A great example that is mentioned in chapter 1 is parents' response to children. You can see there a natural compassion, especially when the children are very young. So as a parent, you try to sleep and then your child or baby is crying. You get up. You don't think so, even if you're very tired, you're activated. Their pain is activating you to do the right thing, to go to them. All right? This is an example of compassion. You're not saying anything about their pain, you just feel it and it activates you to do something positive for them. Okay. So sometimes the other people's pain is a great opportunity to understand compassion. All right. All right. Continue from here.
In essence, there are only two fundamental ways of relating to another human being. We can imagine them as two ends of a single continuum. At one end is compassion, at the other end is judgment. Compassion creates connection, understanding, and a sense of shared humanity. Judgment creates separation, superiority, and at times even hostility, prejudice, and exclusion. This chapter offers a simple yet profound idea. Every response that is not rooted in compassion is a form of dividedness.
Okay, all right. Okay,
Uh,
here.
This statement reminds us that compassion, like many of the most important qualities in life, is something we must return to again and again. It is a daily practice and one that is remarkably easy to forget. It is very easy to lose touch with compassion and almost without noticing slip back into our dividedness and judgment. We instinctively retreat into our shells, our protective walls, our fears, and our sense of being separate from other people. We forget the connection between us. In this chapter, I want to remind us of a fundamental principle that should already be familiar. There is no middle ground. There is no static state. There is no emotional vacuum. Wherever love is absent, fear begins to grow. It is a simple equation, an axiom. Where there is no love, there is fear. Where there is no compassion, judgment inevitably appears, along with some degree of unhealthy emotional distance, up to some degree of alienation.
All right. It may sound radical, but it's quite simple. It is a principle. You then turn on the light, you have darkness. You don't have something else. And here are the news. Every day we turn on the light again. We cannot use yesterday's light. We don't have reserves. Every day we need to turn on the light. Every day we need to practice compassion. Every day we need to practice self-love. Every day again and again and again and again and again. This is the way it works, because when you don't do the positive, you get the negative immediately. So most of the day we don't pay attention that we are in the negative, but this is not bad news. This is reality. But in this reality, we do have the potential to make tremendous changes. So it's challenging, but it also has the opportunity, continuous opportunity. When you learn to practice, you can make tremendous changes. So first of all comes the awareness. I understand that I'm not compassionate enough. Then comes the practice. Between them, we need self-compassion, self-forgiveness, that we missed it, we didn't pay attention, we forgot it, we got confused. It's okay. Next time I'll try again, and I'll try again. And remember, it's a long journey, because our society knows almost nothing about compassion. We are the product of our society. So we don't see many compassionate people around. We don't meet them because they were not educated and they don't practice compassion themselves. So this is why it is hard, but it is not impossible. Okay? And it is connected to everything we do. When we practice self-love, it's easier to practice compassion. When we do self-criticism, we don't judge ourselves. It becomes easier. When we make drawings, it's easier. Okay, so all the things that we do here are connected. Questions?
Can I say something?
Yes, of course.
I first of all, I thank you for letting me read, and I really, really love the chapter. Learning that at one end is compassion and the other end judgment. That was something, new for me and really simplified it. And even after reading the chapter during the week, I noticed now, as we met this evening, how I slipped right back into forgetting all about compassion, like how quickly that happened. So the information really resonated, and I'm so thankful to have it and to be able to read it and to be able to learn this because it's so true.
Now, next time you practice with your intuitive painting group, pay attention. You will see the miracle that for you, the intuitive painting teacher, you have the privilege to experience more compassion from your position.
Yes, I just want to really quickly say that I have my core group on Sundays, and I opened up another group just because I love doing it. And we started from the beginning. And I wrote in the course that I had problems with one of the women. And you suggested I just let it go. And I kept thinking about her all night, that I really need to distance myself from what she says.
Yes, and then you're gonna find new kinds of instructions to give back the energy that you have from her, give it back to her, so she will draw the energy that she passed to you, and you may feel better with her.
Yeah, it's a challenge for sure.
Yes.
She's
So-
very negative. But I wanted to invite Eric, if he's in Tel Aviv, to come on Friday.
Yes, he will be.
By the way, I can't anymore to make intuition painting because I almost broke my shoulder. That's why I'm here for therapy. Pinky, I did the best what I could, and what happened to me? I must come to have therapy in Israel. Could you imagine that?
All right. Yeah, you'll get there.
Now
You'll
it's
get there.
time for your left hand, Irek.
Yes.
Now it's the time for your left hand.
Hey, yeah, I will be angry for myself, and I will have to come to the first class of that.
Well, it's time for you to move to soft pastels. It's not that hard to do. But you know that you worked on small papers. What we do here, and even people that are not that strong as you, they do it bigger, and sometimes their shoulder hurt, but it passes in time. So you don't have to come to Israel to heal yourself for this. But it's okay that you came.
No, really, in Poland, they said I should have operation.
Oh, yes.
Only Israel gave me opportunity to come to do. Maybe the operation will not happen because it's very difficult situation.
Okay, so there was another problem, I guess, in your hand, and it cannot be caused by intuitive painting. All right. So, anyone? Yes, Ola, please.
Oh, yes, thank you. I'm about to start intuitive painting. How many pastels should I buy? How many colors?
Well, you have a box. You may have a box of 12 colors. You may have a box of 24 colors. I recommend the 24.
Okay. And
I will write in the group the name of the company that I recommend. It is actually from the Czech Republic. So you may have it also there, maybe.
Right.
And if not, buy something else, but it has to be soft pastels, not something else.
okay, and should I buy a special paper, or is it just regular for
We call it Bristol paper. It's a little thick. It's a little thick, and that's all. We use it for many things. It's not something special.
Okay.
But it could be white because we did it at births at black, which was fine.
Better to do it black, but white it's also okay. It's like it's something like 240 grams, the weight of the paper. It is all written there in the book.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Thanks.
Good. Now, Ola, every time that you do it, picture it and upload to the group so we can see your work.
Okay, how big is the paper? Should it be?
It is explained in the book. It begins something like this, and
Uh-huh.
when you progress, it becomes larger.
Okay.
Okay, and
Good.
it is not very clean. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. So we have 2 Ola and we have 1 Paula. Fantastic. Yes, Paula.
Yes, hello. I have a weird and short question because I had intense time coming back to like take myself to come back to this class. And is it okay when I am joining, but I'm not really active because I'm not really up to the date. Like I'm just on the meeting and I'm hearing many things. Sometimes I understand, sometimes I don't. But I'm like trying to, to get into this class. And just this is my question: if it's okay for everyone, and if it's okay for you, because I'm not really.
It's perfectly okay. Continue visiting us, and don't be shy. If you have a question, just raise your hand and stop me. Don't think that if you come later, you understand less than others. So it's important that you share your questions or things that you're not understand or not sure, ask them. Many things that we learn here are new for most people. So it is understandable that things are not, and at the same time, I can recommend you to also visit the website if you have spare time and start reading and start practicing. It will make things even clearer. But if you can only visiting us, it's okay until you have spare time to do more with this. Okay?
Yes, now I have more spare time. It was crazy, but yeah.
So
And thank you that this is open for me, and
yes, of course.
even I'm not like not yet into every subject. I'm taking something every time I joined.
I'm sure whatever you take, it's perfect. Now, Monica, I want to ask you to share in the group the link to the page in the website of the journeys. Okay? So everyone will be able to follow it, and even if you do it once a week, if you do it, well, no matter how many times you do it, it will be good for you. Okay? So thank you all for joining this. Now listen, next week, we're gonna work with another book, with the Journey to Healing Passion. I will send you a chapter. So we'll have varieties here. We'll have different books in English. So we'll have many topics to learn together. You will see in time that all of them are interconnected. Okay?
Beth, thank you for invitation. If I will be close to you, I will call you. I will contact you. If I will be available, you will be available. Thank you very much for.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right.
Whoa.
Yes.
Hey.
Whenever someone enters the house, he notifies me. Okay.
It is not me. Still.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
In contact with me, Rick.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank
Bye-bye.
you all.
Bye.